The throne room of Emperor Thalcor stretched before Commander Rhea Solon like a cathedral of cruelty. Obsidian pillars soared toward a vaulted ceiling, where bioluminescent organisms pulsed with sickly green light. The Emperor himself lounged upon a crystalline seat, his forearms draped lazily over the armrests, his segmented exoskeleton gleaming like polished copper. Another human ambassador, Thalcor's translator device rendered his clicking mandibles into mocking common tongue. How delightful. Your kind seems eager to grovel. Rhea kept her expression neutral, though her jaw tightened imperceptibly. 3 months of negotiations had led to this moment. 3 months of watching the Thalcor sovereignty consume colony after colony, their war machine grinding human settlements into dust. Earth's diplomatic corps had tried everything: treaties, trade agreements, cultural exchanges. All had failed. Now, as humanity's last hope stood in alien court, Rhea carried no documents, no gifts, no olive branch. Only herself. "Emperor Thalcor," she began, her voice carrying clearly through the cavernous space. "I come not to grovel, but to accept your standing challenge." The Emperor's compound eyes widened, facets glittering with amusement. Around the chamber, his court officials chittered with what the translator rendered as laughter. Thalcor leaned forward, his interest piqued. "My challenge? You mean the crucible of Vasek?" His mandibles spread in what might have been a grin. "Little human, do you even understand what you're proposing?" "Perfectly," Rhea replied. "According to your laws, any being who can tame the Vasek beast earns dominion over a world of their choosing. I choose Kepler 442b, the jewel of your empire and the key to this entire sector." The laughter died. Kepler 442b wasn't just valuable. It was the administrative heart of Thalcor's conquered territories. To lose it would cripple the sovereignty's ability to project power throughout the region. "Impossible," one of the courtiers hissed. "No being has ever tamed a Vasek. They are death incarnate, rage given form." Thalcor raised a hand, silencing his court, his eyes fixed on Rhea with predatory intensity. 12 species have attempted the crucible. All failed. Most provided entertaining deaths for our arena crowds. He paused, letting the weight of that statement settle. "But your audacity amuses me, Commander Solon, very well. Tame the beast and Kepler 442b is yours. Fail, and humanity will surrender all claims to the Outer Rim territories." "Agreed," Rhea said without hesitation. The arena floor was rough volcanic rock, still warm from the heating systems below. Rhea stood at its center, wearing only light tactical clothing, her request much to the confusion of the Thalcor spectators who packed the stands above. No armor, no weapons. The crowd's chittering anticipation created a sound like wind through dead leaves. A massive gate groaned open on the far side of the arena. The Vasek beast emerged like a nightmare clawing into reality. It stood 3 times Rhea's height, its body a grotesque fusion of reptilian muscle and chitinous armor. 6 eyes burned with primal fury above a maw filled with crystalline teeth. Its roar shook dust from the arena walls and sent several smaller spectators fleeing. Thalcor's voice boomed through speakers. "Begin!" The beast charged. Rhea didn't run. She didn't even flinch. Instead, she did something that made the crowd fall silent in confusion. She sat down, cross-legged, and closed her eyes. The Vasek thundered closer, each footfall an earthquake. 50 meters, 25, 10. It stopped. The beast's massive head swung low, sniffing at this strange prey that refused to flee. Rhea remained motionless, her breathing slow and steady. In her mind, she recalled the research that her team had desperately compiled: stolen Thalcor xenobiology files, intercepted behavioral studies, everything Earth's intelligence networks could provide. The Vasek weren't mindless killers. They were apex predators, yes, but they were also highly intelligent pack animals. The Thalcor had made them monsters by isolating them, by bombarding them with aggression hormones and pain stimuli. Every Vasek in the arena was a tortured soul, driven mad by loneliness and suffering. Slowly, Rhea opened her eyes. She met the beast's gaze not with challenge but with understanding, with compassion. She began to hum a low, rhythmic sound, not a human melody, but something based on the subsonic communication patterns found in the xenobiology files, a greeting between Vasek pack members. The beast's eyes flickered with something beyond rage. Confusion? Recognition? Rhea extended her hand, palm up, fingers relaxed. The universal gesture of non-aggression. She kept humming, kept her posture open and unthreatening. Minutes passed like hours. The crowd remained silent, disbelieving. Then impossibly, the Vasek beast lowered its massive head. A sound rumbled from its chest, not a roar, but something softer. Something almost like a purr. When its snout touched Rhea's palm, the arena erupted in chaos. Talcor stood at his viewing box, all four hands gripping the railing. His mandibles worked soundlessly. Below, the human was now standing, one hand resting on the beast's armored skull. The Vasek, the same creature that had torn apart a Grockian warrior prince just 3 cycles ago, was leaning into her touch like a domesticated pet. "Impossible," Thalcor whispered. But the evidence was undeniable. Rhea Solon had done what no being in the Empire's history had accomplished. She had tamed the Vasek beast. As per the ancient laws that Thalcor himself had invoked, the victory was binding. Later, in the throne room once more, Thalcor stared at the human commander with something between respect and fear. "How?" he demanded. "What weapon did you use? What technology?" Rhea smiled, a genuine expression, warm yet unmistakably triumphant. "No weapon, Emperor. Just empathy. The ability to recognize suffering and respond with compassion rather than cruelty. It's something we humans excel at." She stepped forward, her voice taking on an edge. "Your Vasek weren't monsters, Thalcor. You made them that way, just like you've tried to make monsters of us by pushing humanity into corners, forcing us into impossible choices." Her eyes hardened. "But we don't break. We adapt, we understand, and we win." Thalcor's compound eyes dimmed. In that moment, he understood that he hadn't just lost a planet. He had revealed a fundamental weakness in his Empire's philosophy, the belief that power came only through domination and fear. "Kepler 442b is yours," he said quietly. "The contract is sealed." As Rhea left the throne room, she allowed herself a small smile. One planet wouldn't end the war, but it would give humanity a foothold, a safe harbor in hostile space. More importantly, it would send a message to every species suffering under the Thalcor sovereignty. Humanity had arrived, and they played by different rules. Behind her, she heard the soft padding of massive feet. The Vasek beast, her Vasek now, followed at her heel, finally free from its torment. 2 souls liberated in one impossible victory. That, Rhea thought, was the human way.